Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Yende. Today I want to challenge one of medicine's most persistent myths, that once the brain is damaged, recovery is impossible. For generations, students were taught a simple rule. Bones heal, muscles heal, but the brain does not. Modern neuroscience tells a very different story. The brain is far more adaptable, resilient, and capable of recovery than we once believed. Consider the reality after a stroke or traumatic brain injury. Millions wake up unable to move half their body, speak, recognize parts of themselves, or do simple daily tasks. When blood flow is cut off, brain cells lose oxygen and networks stop working. The consequences, paralysis, loss of speech, memory problems, personality changes, visual disturbance, can be devastating. For years, clinicians assumed most recovery happened in the first few weeks and that whatever came after was permanent. But researchers began to notice something surprising. Many patients kept improving months, even years later. Those who made the biggest gains often had one thing in common: intensive rehabilitation. Physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy, and targeted cognitive training. Repeated practice and stimulation. This raised a crucial question. What if the damaged brain isn't just dying but adapting? That leads us to neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself. It can form new connections, strengthen existing pathways, and recruit alternative networks. The brain is not a static machine but a living network, and networks change. Every time you learn a new skill or practice an instrument or a language, your brain changes. The same principle applies after injury. The challenge is teaching the brain to find new routes around damaged pathways. Think of a city after a bridge collapses. Traffic stops at first, then drivers find alternate routes, and the city adapts. The brain can do something similar, not perfectly and not always completely, but often much more than we once thought possible. One of rehabilitation's most powerful tools is repetition. Patients practice the same movement hundreds or thousands of times, lifting a fork, standing, walking, speaking, swallowing, holding a pen. At first, progress may be painfully slow, but each repetition sends information through the nervous system, signaling, "This pathway matters. Strengthen this connection. Try again." Over time, those tiny gains add up. A finger shifts, a sound returns, a word emerges, a step becomes possible. Small victories accumulate into meaningful independence. As a physician, one lesson stands out. Hope must be realistic. Not false hope, not magical thinking, and not promises. Not every patient will fully recover. Not every injury can be reversed. But the brain's potential is often underestimated. The real danger is giving up too soon. Modern neurorehabilitation teaches a clear message. The brain needs stimulation, challenge, engagement, repetition, and time. Recovery is not passive, it is active. Each therapy session is an opportunity for the nervous system to learn, adapt, rewire, and rebuild. This applies beyond stroke patients. Every day, our brains change. Every habit rewires networks. Every skill reshapes circuits. Every experience leaves a neurological fingerprint. You are constantly building your future brain, whether you notice it or not. The story of brain injury recovery is not just about disability. It's about possibility, about a nervous system that stays adaptable far longer than we once believed. The brain may be injured, but it is rarely finished. Sometimes, under the right conditions, it can achieve outcomes that seem extraordinary, not by magic, but by biology, persistence, neuroplasticity, and the human spirit. I'm Dr. Yende. This is OXYZEN Health Intelligence. Remember, your brain is not a machine carved in stone. It's a living network. And living networks can change. Have you ever learned a skill later in life that you once thought impossible? A language, a sport, a musical instrument? Share your story in the comments below.